I want this video to serve as a basic guide for anyone out there that's looking to start an e-commerce business. Now, I truly believe that an e-commerce business is one of the best ways to make money online. I was able to leave my full-time job around 4 or 5 years ago, mainly due to the fact that I started an e-commerce business that was able to grow to over 7 figures in sales, which is over £1 million. So this video is going to be able to help any beginner out there that's thinking about starting an e-commerce business, because I want to go through the initial steps that you need to be aware of, some mindset things, as well as some practical things that's going to help you out on your e-commerce journey. Let's go. What is going on, people? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Sam, and what I do here is break down various different tips and tricks when it comes to making money online. In today's video, what I'm going to be doing is going through 4, maybe 5 different things that you need to know before you start your e-commerce business. These are the things that I wish I knew before I started many years ago, because it would have just sped up the process. It would have allowed me to realize certain things that would have helped me out in the early days and ultimately helped me make a lot more money over my entire e-commerce journey so far. So make sure you stick around to the end so that you don't miss anything. As always, I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get right into it. If you find any value in the video at any point, don't forget to press the like button. It really helps out the channel. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know when a new video has been released. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. All right, so first things first, what exactly does e-commerce mean? What's the true definition of it? So I'm going to give you my definition for anyone that's new to the world of e-commerce and wants to get a better understanding of what it means. So to me, it basically means you're going to be doing commerce online. So commerce is essentially trading goods for money. So e-commerce is trading goods for money on the internet. So that's basically what it means. Very simple. You're essentially going to build a business that's going to sell physical products to people that want to buy those physical products. And it's very important for you to be aware of this, because once you understand exactly what e-commerce is, you're going to be able to now approach it with the right mindset. As soon as I realized what it truly meant, that's when I now started building the foundations of my e-commerce stores around products that people actually needed, because I knew that that's where I was going to be able to build a long-term business. So that's one of the first most important things I want you guys to be aware of. Try to make sure that whatever business you're going to build, it's items that people need and they're going to need today, and they're most likely going to need 5 years time, maybe 10 years time. So one of the first things that you're going to need to think about is which platform that you're going to choose to build your business on. Now, there's various different ones that you can choose from, but the 3 main ones is either eBay, Shopify, or Amazon. So these are the 3 that I personally use with all of my businesses. And eBay and Amazon are marketplaces. However, Shopify is going to be your own independent website. And this is important to know, because this is going to influence which direction that you're going to take when it comes to choosing an initial platform. Now, when I say that eBay and Amazon are both marketplaces, what that means is you're not going to have to think about getting people over to your store, because eBay and Amazon have already built up a customer base that visit those websites on a consistent daily, weekly, and monthly basis. However, if you decide to go down the direction of building your own Shopify website, you're going to have to think about how you're going to get customers onto your website. So these are a few things that you need to think about before you decide on building up your e-commerce business. Now, one thing that I will tell you before you even do anything is that you need to make sure that you focus on just one platform. This is something that you should do initially, and this is something that I did. I started off my e-commerce journey by selling on eBay. I built that up to around $50,000 per month, maybe $60,000 per month. And then I realized that it wasn't really safe for me to rely on just one platform. That's when I now branched out to Amazon and Shopify. But if you're completely new to the world of building up online businesses, you need to make sure that you put all your focus, all your energy, and all your effort into one platform initially. Because if you try and focus on various different things at the same time, that's where you're not going to be able to see any success at all. Now, you're probably asking yourself, but Sam, which one do I choose? eBay, Amazon, or Shopify? Now, I can't give you a direct answer for that. All I can really do is give you some advantages and some disadvantages of all 3 so that you guys can go away, think about it, and decide on which one that you're going to put your energy into initially. So the main benefit with eBay and Amazon is the same thing. You're going to be able to benefit from the free traffic that passes through on a daily basis. So you don't have to worry about using any paid ads to get your store up and running. However, the disadvantage is that you're going to have to deal with competition. Now, the differences between eBay and Amazon is that, in my opinion, I believe that eBay is a little bit easier to get started, which means that within a couple weeks, you're going to be able to get your store up and running. However, Amazon is somewhat a little bit tricky when it comes to getting things up and going. But at the same time, you're going to be able to maybe get your store up and going within a month, maybe 4 weeks, depending on how fast Amazon approve your application. eBay don't necessarily have to approve any applications. You're going to be able to get started, get things selling maybe within the first week or so. The main benefit to Shopify, I would say, is that it's your own website, it's your own asset, which means that you own it. there's not much competition because it's only your website that customers are going to be on when it comes to them deciding on whether they want to buy from you or not. However, the main disadvantage is that once you get your store set up, you now have to think about how you're going to get customers onto your website, whether through paid ads, which is not really a bad thing, but it's just something that you need to consider, and it's just one of the main differences between Shopify and eBay and Amazon. But one of the most important factors that you should consider before deciding on any one of these platforms is that you should ask yourself, which one are you more familiar with? For me, many years ago, I was a buyer on eBay, which meant that when it came time for me to be a seller, it was a lot more easier for me to get things started because I understood how things worked from a buyer's perspective. So if you shop on Amazon regularly, but you've never ever shopped on eBay, then it might make more sense for you to go with Amazon because you're going to understand exactly how to structure things. Or if you shop on eBay more often than Amazon, it may be better for you to start with eBay. Because one of the most common things that I've noticed amongst a lot of the e-commerce millionaires is that they were actually buyers before they started to build their business, which meant that they understood how to market their business in the best way, how to do things in a way to convince any potential buyer to buy from them rather than a different seller. So this might be something else that you might want to consider when it comes to choosing whatever platform that you're going to build your e-commerce business on. So moving on to one of the next things that you need to do when it comes to building your e-commerce business, which is that you need to go onto whatever platform you've decided to use and find a seller or find a company that is selling similar products to what you see yourself selling in the future. And then what you're going to do from that point is emulate their success. Now, I'm not saying that you should copy them outright and copy their store, but you can copy their products and you can copy the success that they've had. And the reason why I know that this works is because before I even sold any item on eBay, I found a seller that was doing over $1 million per month, selling a particular item within a specific category. And even though I wasn't selling at this point, I could see myself in the future selling those exact same items. And because I knew that they were successful by selling these items, I knew that I could also be successful too. So what I started doing is studying the way that they branded their store, studied the way that they listed their items, studied the type of items that they were selling. And I slowly built up my inventory base, trying to emulate the type of inventory that they were selling. And even though at the beginning I wasn't selling anything, eventually I was able to build my eBay store up to over 7 figures in sales. So this is why I always advise anyone that's looking to build an e-com store to find a company that's bigger than you, a company that you can see yourself running in the future, and use them as a blueprint to your own success. So I'm going to quickly jump into the laptop now and show you 2 examples of 2 different companies, one on eBay, one on Amazon. And I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do when it comes to understanding how you can see exactly how much money they're making, what type of items they're selling. And then from there, you can go away and start building your own e-commerce business. So first things first, we're going to start off on Amazon. And I've come across this store right here, and they're called Igloo Meal Prep. So these are the type of items that they're selling right here. So let's say, for example, I was interested in selling these food storage containers and I wanted to build a similar business to this, and I was inspired by this, and I looked at this and I was like, wow, this is amazing. I want to run this type of business in the next 2 years. One of the first things that I'll do is double check to see if they're actually making money. So what I'll do is just click on any one of their items, ideally one that has the most reviews. So I might click on this one right here. And then the next thing that I'll do is come up here to my extensions and click on my Jungle Scout extension tool. And by the way, Jungle Scout is an Amazon product research tool that helps you do various different bits of research when it comes to finding the best product to sell. And right there, as you can see, they're able to show me that with this one item, this seller is able to make £63,000. So imagine if I now double check all the other items that they're selling, they're potentially making over 100 grand on Amazon by selling these food storage containers. So if I was a beginner that was looking to build a brand new store, this right here would inspire me to go away, try and find a supplier and try and build my store with similar branding, not the exact same one, but build my own company, but use this one as inspiration to get me to the point that they're at right now. And you can also do the same thing with eBay too. So I'm on this eBay seller store, and as we can see, they've sold over 2.1 million individual items, and their store is called Direct Lighting, and they basically sell light bulbs and all of these different things. So let's say, for example, I wanted to build an eBay store that sold light bulbs because I know that this is a long-term product. People are going to need it over the next 5 years, 10 years, because light bulbs haven't really changed over the past 10, 20, 30 years from what I know anyway. So what I'll do is I'll copy their username just like that. And then I'll head over to Zik Analytics, which is a product research tool specifically for eBay. And then from there, I'm going to be able to see how much money this eBay seller is making. All right, so I'm on Zik Analytics right now. I've typed in Direct Lighting, and as you can see, in the last 30 days, they've been able to sell over £130,000 worth of goods, which is around $150,000. So straight away, this is a strong indication right here that I should also build a store that sells light bulbs, because they're making money, which means that I may be able to make a fraction of what they're making, maybe even £20,000 per month, maybe £30,000 a month, who knows? And just to clarify, the main point that I'm trying to make with this stage right here is that you want to make sure that you're actually finding the sellers that are making money, as well as finding the sellers that are selling the right items. You don't want to build your store selling items where people are not even buying them. So make sure that you do the right research before doing anything else. And if you want to sign up to either Zik Analytics or Jungle Scout, I've got trial links as well as discounted links in my description down below. And moving on to one of the final steps that you need to be aware of when it comes to starting your e-commerce business that I'm going to speak about in this video is that you now need to decide on which exact products you're going to sell and exactly how you're going to find the supplier that's going to source you with those items. Now, obviously, the step that I'm going to speak about now needs to be done after you've signed up and you've registered to whatever platform you decided to go with. But once you've done all of that, you now need to figure out exactly which product you're going to sell. So let's say, for example, you've decided to go with eBay. Sticking on Zik Analytics, what they're going to be able to show you is the top performing items in any seller store. So as we can see, these are the top 50 items in this eBay seller store right here. And what I will personally do from this point is look at the top 5 best performing items. So as we can see right here, there's a ceiling spotlight. There is a LED light bulb over here. There is another LED frosted candle light, etc., etc. And we can see that with all of these individual items, they've been able to sell over 549 in the last month, 349, 282 of each different one. So these would be the exact same items that I will look to add to my own store to get things going, because I know that they're obviously performing well. But the way that I will find the supplier is by going over to Alibaba.com. And there's a certain step-by-step process that you need to follow when it comes to knowing exactly which supplier is the best one and which one you should go with. Now, I'm not going to go too much into detail in today's video. Otherwise, this video is going to end up being 20 or 30 minutes long. I've already made a step-by-step video showing you exactly how you can find a supplier on Alibaba.com that I'm going to link right there. So you can check that one out straight after this one. Or if you rather watch a free webinar where I explain my story as to how I got started on eBay and how I scaled my first ever eBay store from zero to over $3,000 per day in sales, then I'm going to leave that free webinar link down below. It should be the first one in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to press the like button. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Hit the bell notification. And don't forget that for you to see any sort of results or any sort of success with your e-commerce business, you need to take the first step. A lot of people will go on YouTube, watch videos just like this and not take any action. You need to make sure that you take the first step straight after watching this video, even if it's a small step, and before you know it, you're going to be living the life of your dreams. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.